But the wait wasn't long before violence returned, because in '69, innocents burned. In the Emerald Isle, the theatre was set, a land full of hatred, fear and regret. The ministers said we'd be home in December. How quick they forget, but how long we remember. We arrived as heroes, but the message got lost, as the price we paid just wasn't worth the cost. The bricks and nails and the bottles and sticks, with the odd petrol bomb thrown in with a mix. The kids line the streets and shout out abuse. These guns that we have are simply no use. A rebel song sang of green, white and gold, of a deep-rooted hatred of young through to old. But no matter the threat, we must remain true, because we swore our allegiance to the red, white and blue. But what was the reason for this civil war? Was it religion or politics, or just hate for the law? Whatever the reason, the blind led the blind, with the politicians and the priests all standing behind. But while the war raged within our own land, fate was close by to deal its next hand. The ships and the troops were rallied in panic to go fight war in the South Atlantic. The task force arrived and the job began, to liberate our people from an occupied land. But the altar of freedom came at a cost, as once again lives were tragically lost. The desert was the next to become the damned, as war broke out in the Holy Land. Reactions were quick and the job was done, but yet again many had died at the point of a gun. And then back to Europe, but this time the East, to Bosnia and Kosovo, to ensure there was peace. Still the lessons of history had not been learned, as once again the innocent were banished and burned. The villages and roadsides were full of the dead, as ethnic cleansing stained the government red. But all our heroes could do was watch in vain as this horror unfolded again and again. Then that was that, and peace was restored. Even in Ireland they were talking once more. Could it be that we were now finally finding peace? At last all the killing and dying could finally cease. Then all of a sudden, Armageddon came, as the Twin Towers fell and war broke out again. But this time they faced a new kind of foe. Back to Iraq and Afghanistan our heroes would go. And there in that land they continued to fight, in a terrorist war with no end in sight. IEDs and ambushes, firefights and mines, and yet again we've ignored the danger signs. But they died for our freedom and our right to live. On land, sea and air, their lives they did give. Those that survived still live with the pain, reliving their nightmares again and again. So as we enter this time of remembrance, lest we forget the pain and the courage, the blood and the sweat. We owe so much, as Churchill once said. So as the last post ends, bow your heads and remember our dead. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
A Tale of Remembrance by our pal Pablo, or Paul Snow is his proper name. A very well written piece. And listen guys, I've just been reminded by my wife I've got an appointment at 9:30, so I'll be shooting off rather shortly. I don't know whether Ken's got his internet back or not, so I can't do anything about that. But to follow A Tale of Remembrance, here's a fantastic song, and it's originally written as a poem in Flanders Fields, and this is Anthony Hutchcroft.
Flanders fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row that mark our place, and in the sky the lark still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
There we go, in Flanders Fields, Anthony Hutchcroft. And you might well be right, lads. I know I'm a doppelganger. That's been mentioned already, Tom. Right, now, where am I going to go? How's about Helen Shapiro? And you don't know.
Just how
stay, and you don't know how hard to bear is this one-way love affair. For it breaks my heart to be in love when you don't know. I would tell you if I believed that you might care someday, but until then I'll never give this away. So a secret it must stay, and you don't know how hard to bear is this one-way love affair. For it breaks my heart to be in love when you don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa, oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm sitting here looking at the screen watching it, doing nothing. Helen Shapiro, and you don't know. Well, chaps, I'm sorry to say, but I have got to go. I've had a message to Sapper Ken just to let him, I've had a text message to him just to let him know. But these things happen. I don't know what's happening this morning, so you just need to watch Facebook. I think he has just replied to me. You just need to watch Facebook and keep an eye on what's going on, because I just do not know this morning. But I started out the show with this particular track, and I'm going to finish out on this track. This is Sir Edward Elgar's Nimrod. Catch you later, gents. Bye.